Thank you, Chairman Smith and Ranking Member Johnson. Members of the committee, in view of the schedule, I will try to shorten my opening statement. Top line discretionary budget request for FY15, as you know, is $27.9 billion department-wide, which is a 2.6% increase. Which in the current very constrained budget environment we take as an endorsement of the importance of our very key missions in energy and science, in nuclear security, in maintaining the scientific base that you have both said is so critical to this country, and of course meeting our obligations to clean up the Cold War mess. Our budget is organized around our three undersecretary positions, which we testified about last year. We have reorganized, including, importantly, I think for this committee, combining the undersecretaries of energy and science into one office, and I'll come back to some of the benefits I believe we are seeing of that. A second in nuclear security, and finally a new focus on management and performance, which we consider to be essential, that is improved management performance, essential to successfully carrying out our energy, science, and nuclear security missions. On science and energy, which of course is the main focus today, just to reiterate that the all-of-the-above energy approach we believe is succeeding, as the President said in the State of the Union. As you well know, producing more gas, more oil, and yet driving down carbon emissions. Again, I will forego many of my specific comments. Note that the budget request in energy and science is $9.8 billion, which is a 5% increase, within which we, of course, had to set priorities. A few highlights in EERE. I will note a strong commitment to advanced manufacturing, Office of Electricity, a commitment to leading a multi-program effort on grid modernization, and at the same time increasing our emergency response capability, which we have as a responsibility under FEMA in responses. ARPA-E, we think it's working. We propose an increase. 24 startups have emerged from ARPA-E, significant private capital following up, and I would note its entrepreneurial spirit with each project assigned a tech-to-market advisor. The Office of Science, again, many initiatives. I will mention exascale computing is one that we feel is very important, and emphasize once again, this is a cross-cut with about 2/3 of the funding proposed in the Office of Science and about 1/3 in NNSA as a collaboration, which I might note is a reversal of the 1990s, with science now having the lead here. This theme of cross-cuts is one that draws upon our reorganization with science and energy coming together. I've mentioned a couple already. Others include subsurface science and engineering, which cuts across hydrocarbon production, CO2 sequestration, geothermal systems, many issues. Our labs are very excited about this kind of integrated approach in the crosscuts. And another one that will be emerging, we've just put our toe in the water this year. Next year, we hope to come back with a much stronger energy and water crosscut, which we think is going to be one of the key issues in the energy sector as we go forward. So nuclear security, again, I'll just say that there we have an $11.9 billion proposal, a 4% increase, looking both at reestablishing a fiscally doable approach to our nuclear stockpile, safe and reliable stockpile without testing, and advancing our nuclear nonproliferation programs, management and performance. I should say naval reactors, also a commitment there to some key developments that have been postponed for a while. Ohio-class replacements, for example, spent fuel recapitalization projects. Management performance, $6.5 billion in that line, most of the budget for EM. And there I'll just emphasize this provides an enterprise-wide focus for trying to improve our project management performance, and we believe it's paying dividends. One example, the waste treatment facility at Hanford, arguably the most complicated facility for cleanup. A new framework that's been agreed to with the state as to how we approach, a phased approach, much to work out yet in terms of milestones, et cetera. Secondly, another example in the nuclear security space, the uranium processing facility with a new red team approach. Stick to our budget, phase it, key capabilities respected, but stay with budget discipline. So that, sir, is Mr. Chairman, is kind of a few of the highlights, and I look forward to our discussion.
Okay.